Homegrown by Dennis Rogers. Cora Basnight, actress, Manio. I competed with a bunch of those pretty college girls, Cora Basnight said with a whoop. They didn't have a chance. Pretty faces are a dime a dozen, but faces like mine stand out. Every time a photographer comes by, all those pretty little girls start primping. I tell them to forget it. He's come and take my picture. For 24 years, Cora Basnight has been going one-on-one with pretty girls trying out for parts in The Lost Colony. And every year, the director has chosen this 69-year-old native islander for the coveted role of Agona, the mute Indian squaw who spends most of the show chasing her true love, the colonist named Old Tom. Those pretty queens and handsome young men playing Sir Walter Raleigh come and go, but old Agona hangs on, she said with a laugh. With a face like this and a character like that, I'm the one they remember. When they ask a pretty girl for her autograph, they're flirting. When they ask for mine, they're sincere. The cast and crew have honored her with a Distinguished Service Award. She has been in the show longer than anyone else, and there is talk that she's been playing her part longer than any other actor or actress in any outdoor drama in the country, which she did. She lives in one of those breezy, rambling old houses in Manio, the kind of place where on any given day you're likely to find one or more of her children or grandchildren romping through. We sat on her wraparound porch just killing time and letting the world roll past. I stuck with the show because I love it, she said. After my divorce, I said, well, Shaw, it's time for me to get going, and every night is like the beginning. When I stand backstage, I can look out across the Sound to the Wright Brothers Monument, and it's lovely to me. We've got a mama duck and 9 little ones living back there now, and it's a beautiful place to be. They'll have to carry me out of here on a stretcher to get rid of me. I was sick one time and had to miss some performances, so I went and watched my understudy do it. She was rotten, twittering around like a teenager. It was awful. I couldn't stand it. Mm-hmm. Every year somebody wants to play my part. Well, they can forget it. I'll be back. After I was gone that time, I came back and gave it a little extra. They knew Cora Basnight was back. Except for a brief time when she lived in the mountains with her husband, Miss Basnight has always lived on the island, and she is here to stay, even when the fearsome Atlantic hurricanes roar in. I've never left in a storm, she said. My God, no, I want to be in the middle of it. I don't want to miss anything. Let her blow. If she takes me, I'll go. That's the best way for an islander to go anyway. You live by the sea and you die by the sea. There's something about the wind and the sea that I love. Every morning I get up and look out my window. I can see the water and the earth. I don't go to church all the time, just enough so they'll know who I am. It helps if you have somebody to preach your funeral, but no preacher can give me what I can get from the sea and the earth. That's my heaven. Working with the youthful cast of the show year after year, she is in an excellent position to observe the young, and she likes what she sees. They're just like we were, she said, laughing, but a lot of people forget that. They have pot, and we had white lightning. Both are illegal. There were 5 bootleggers in Manio when I was young. One ran a filling station. You could get both ends gassed up. I rode with the bootleggers all the time. I understand these young people. I think I'm broad-minded enough to accept it. I know good and well that if there had been pot around when we were young, we'd have tried it too. Our fun was different. We might steal a chicken or watermelon, and we have to climb out of the window to sneak out at night, but there isn't much real difference in people. The one thing I can't ever be is holier than thou. I've had a good time with my life, but how in the world could I ever have any regrets? And Dennis was a columnist for the News and Observer for many years, and he wrote several books that were just his columns. This book here was published in 1979. 1979. I was at East Carolina University. Thank you, Dennis Rogers. Thank you, Cora Basnight. And thank you, Paul Green.